makes me want to have a bowl. Wait, what's happening, Russell? Russell getting the old super chats in there as well. He's saying, preach. Amen, brother. Amen. Preaching to the choir today, it seems, guys. I know many of you out there agree with my views and opinions, but welcome along anyway, and thanks very much for agreeing with me. Jordan Sims, what's happening, Jordan? Jordan saying here, weed is the only thing that actually helps my pain. All this shit the doctor gives me is just made me feel a million miles away, and I can't do anything on them. There you go, Jordan. You are not the only one in this, and thanks very much for sharing your story here today. Continue to do that. Continue to talk amongst people in your own community as to the suffering caused upon you because of this prohibition, where you're relying on criminals to provide you your relief from your chronic pain, and your doctor can't do it. Again, you have to fill the pockets of organised crime gangs if that's who you're relying on for your medicine, when instead you could be supporting local communities where we could be growing this and providing it for the patients, and keeping all of the money generated from it within the community then as well, you know, rather than filling the fucking pockets of criminals. Like, not that all criminals are bad. Shout out to my buddy who grows my weed. Yes, we'll pack up a ball here and we'll get stuck on into the rest of the news then with you guys. We'll get a few of these comments here as well. John Finnegan saying here, yep, I feel Podge's pain. Insomnia is a fecker. I went an actual full month without sleep. It is not fun. No, definitely not. Like, it's an essential nutrient that is required by the body. And if you can't obtain it, then you certainly should be afforded access to tools that make it more obtainable for you. Cannabis being probably one of the more effective ones for that. Wow. I was actually watching Breaking Bad at the time of kicking tobacco, and I can remember when I kicked tobacco and I was smoking just blunts and bong hits and stuff like that. Like, I was just getting way more stoned, way more higher, like that the cannabis was just having an extra effect on me for that first month or so. But watching Breaking Bad became a challenge because I get like halfway into the episode and I'd be falling asleep or something, like, because it'd just be too late in the evening and I just wasn't able to keep up. Like, the body needed sleep. The cannabis was helping me obtain it. But yeah, certainly, certainly helps you get what your body needs. Everyone tell Alex to go to the protest tomorrow. Alex, do as Connor said and get to the protest tomorrow. Come on, buddy. Your country needs you. Get out there and fly the flag for cannabis. Yes, go on. Alex said he might go, actually. Go on, Alex, you legend. I hope to see you up there, buddy. I'll save you a slice of cake, Alex. I'll be baking in the kitchen later on. I'll try to get some of that up on air for you later on, Martin's kitchen. New little cooking show we might start off. Stephen Garland, what's happening? Stephen Garland of the Irish Canna Clinic. Stephen's here saying that the difference in cost between the pharma options and what it costs to self-medicate more effectively. I have found my sweet spot by playing around with strains which Spanish clubs allow me to do. Great work today, man. Thanks very much, Stephen. And yeah, Stephen there as a patient who requires cannabis for also for multiple sclerosis as well, isn't it? Spasticity related too, Stephen, if memory serves correct. But you've experienced what's on offer over in Spain, and you would think that's something we should be able to bring to Ireland as well to help patients such as ourselves. So again, your knowledge and your experience here, Stephen, is invaluable, and I look forward to working alongside you in the coming months in other campaigns in fighting for the legalisation, because the patients, this needs to be from the ground up. Our cannabis community, our cannabis infrastructure needs to be built, not from the top down. If we allow it to be built from the top down, from the guys wearing the suits, from the capitalists coming in from Canada and America who have only profit in their interest, it won't be reflective of what's best for our community here. That's why it's in our interest to unify ourselves, guys, to come together as we are around this show, as we are around other things as well, the major protests and things like that, but unify ourselves so that we can build this industry from the ground up, so that the policies made reflect the needs and the desires of our community and not those of the guys at the top, the capitalists who, again, as I say, have only profits at the heart of any decisions they make, you know. And Mistawa is there as well. Like, nice one for that. Mistawa is getting in an old chat there as well. Via the support the stream link. Nice one for that. Mistawa is coming in through PayPal saying can't wait for tomorrow. Excellent. Nice one for that again. Can't wait for tomorrow as well. As I say, Mistawa is, I'll certainly have a slice of cake for yourself as well. I have a few little packages I'll have to make with people's names on them. Promising everyone a slice of cake. It better be a big cake. I'll certainly be up there as well tomorrow, that's for sure, Sean. And Sean T. Campion as well saying, hi all, keep pestering the authorities. There's quite a satisfaction in doing so. Wear the assholes down. See ye tomorrow. Definitely keep on the pressure, guys. We are certainly wearing on the guys. The fact that Drew Harris mentioned anything to do with decriminalisation and legalisation as well, it shows that the pressure from the bottom is reaching the top, and our efforts are not going in vain. That we're doing the right thing. We're pushing the envelope, and the tide is changing as a result of our efforts. So keep it up, guys. Keep it up. Oh, it's chronic pain that Stephen Garland is updating me on there as well. Nice one for that, Stephen. Ross Dr. Green Thumb saying chronic pain should be on the list. Yeah, it should be, but it's not, which is criminal. Really goes to show that the people who put that list together didn't do their homework. Unless their homework was to put together a list of conditions which were shown to be least effective in treatment from cannabis, because that's pretty much what they've done. They've went and put refractory conditions on it when it shouldn't have been refractory conditions. It should have been just the whole condition. Again, if you look at the refractory conditions, then these are conditions that have been untreatable by other medications. So now you're going to let them try cannabis. Well, what if cannabis is not effective? Maybe that this person's condition was caused by something else that wasn't going to be treatment or treatable by medication. You see what you do there by putting the refractory conditions on the list. You're putting a very special, a very focused portion of the patient's group. Again, the patient's group that haven't responded to other treatments. This is something to remember, guys, because when they come out in a couple of years' time or something and say, well, look, actually 20 people went on the treatment and only 10 of them got better after treatment. Well, that's because these were already people who were not responding to other conditions. So therefore, the likelihood of them responding to the cannabis then was rather bloody low, you know. And for 50% of them actually to respond to it would have been an amazing achievement. This was something that was reflected on as well in a talk given by Dr. Moses Garcia Abernankia in UCC. We had Dr. Moses Garcia Abernankia over in UCC before to do a talk on Alzheimer's and multiple sclerosis. We actually had some of the members of Alzheimer's Ireland come down to the talk, and they really enjoyed it too. And he talked about in the seminar that was given that evening of that exact same situation where he was given, like if you talk about grades, you know, you've got a grade A patient who's like just newly after being diagnosed, and that's the patient that is wanted in medical trials for drugs and stuff. Well, he didn't get the grade A, he didn't get the grade B, he got the grade F. He got the grade of patients who were shown to not respond to any treatments and who are on a downward spiral in their condition, as in things were only just getting worse for them. And what he found is treating these people in cannabis, while he wasn't able to get their conditions better, he plateaued them. They were no longer on this downward trajectory. They maintained, they plateaued. They didn't get any better, but they didn't get any worse while undergoing his treatment, which again is a testament to the powers of cannabis and why it should be at the front line of treatment for patients, because we look at some of the other drugs afforded to the patients at the moment and look at the side effects of them. That the side effects are huge. You know, we look at some of them out there, Lipitor and some of these other crazy bloody drugs that people are on. Absolutely crazy. You know, Lyrica, sorry, not Lipitor, Lyrica was the drug I was trying to think of there. The cannabis should be at the front line if this is on the front line as well, because the damages done to people by this is grave. Again, not to say that it's all bad. There's probably people out there right now on Lyrica and it's doing them quite well, and I'm glad to hear that. But again, you know, maybe cannabis would have been more an effective option for many other patients. Yeah, nice one, Don, there as well. Don is saying, your day has come, my friend. Nice one, Don. Appreciate that. Certainly getting a lot of attention there now, right now, to the cause. And we will certainly try to do my best to utilise it to bring change about for all of us. the oppression that we've faced over the last number of decades because of this prohibition. They need to be brought to an end, and I'm hoping to bring them to an end very soon. It makes me want to have a bowl.